My name is Storm, the DJ. I started DJing about 8 years ago now. I started in Los Angeles, California, which is where I am still based because I love it so much. I got into DJing because of partying all the time in Los Angeles. When I first moved here, I went out probably like 6 nights a week. And one night I decided that I should probably get paid to do this at some level. So I happen to like the music a lot. So I decided that that was the path to go. And turns out I was good at it. You know what? I didn't realize until I started DJing how much fun it is to drop a song and hear the crowd like, oh, or see like everybody dancing on the floor. Like, it's like an energy rush that I never realized that, being a club goer, I mean, you hear your favorite song come on and you're like, yay. But like when you're a DJ and you play that song and you see it and you're like, oh my gosh, this is life. This is euphoria. This is what I live for. So I love that. Like every time I go to DJ, like that's always my goal, is to make people like scream or want to get up and dance or whatever. You know what? I love Valentine's Day. I know that people are like, oh, every day should be celebrated with love. It absolutely should. But on Valentine's Day, you should celebrate it extra specially, like with love. And I think my experience with Valentine's Day started when I was like, 5 or 6. My dad would always bring me like a huge bouquet of flowers every single Valentine's Day. I don't even think at that time I really understood what Valentine's Day was, but it was always this symbol of like, and I love like, I'm like funny. I like the assorted chocolates, the one that you like, I don't even want to see the back. I don't want to see the back. I want to bite into it and I want to figure out what it is. And between chocolates and roses, I just like, we gave out kids like little cards and stuff for Valentine's Day, but I don't think until my dad did it every single year that I was like, he loves me so much more on this day than any other day of the year. So it's always been a super special day for me. I'm a very much an alpha personality. So I don't think that until Valentine's Day comes around and I'm like, what are we doing? That guys have really like been like, oh, she's really with Valentine's Day. This is a thing for her. So I will say that one of my exes forgot, and he never forgot again after that. It was probably the worst day of his life. I think I cursed him out and like I was mean to him for like a week because of that day. So, moral of the story is, do not forget Valentine's Day, or at least plan something when you're dating me. Oh, I feel like I had an odd experience that I didn't expect with COVID, and that was loneliness. And I feel like, if anything that I've learned that like someone always loves you. And I think that because especially because LA was the first to go on lockdown, and it was like a shock to me. I had flown back into LA like 3 days before lockdown. I had all these gigs coming up, and then lockdown hit, and I was blown away from it. I was blown away by it. And because it was so serious initially, and I lived by myself, I was lonely. And it was because we were the first ones and it went nationwide. So many of my so many of my friends and family like reached out to me and were like, why am I crying? I'm about to cry in this interview. But so many like people like checked on me and like, why, Dominique, stop, get it together. So many people checked on me and like called me every single day, or like made sure they checked on me every week to like see how I was doing. And like, oh my gosh, lockdown was hard for me, like in the beginning. And I was just like, oh my God, I didn't realize so many people loved me. like loved me as much as they did. And just, I mean, people sent flowers, people sent me like Ubers and like Uber Eats delivery. And it was amazing. Like, I know like lockdown was hard for a lot of people, but lockdown showed me like people loved me. Like they really loved and cared about me. So 2020 was hard, but now I know now I know a lot of people care about me. So yeah, I love for me is just like, the caring and the support and the people letting you know that they're there for you, even when things are at their worst. So yeah, it was really good. I mean, that was really eye-opening for me, even though I was the only by myself in lockdown. Wine is always an option. Kim Crawford is my favorite wine. But also, you know, some people meditate, some people, you know, journal, daily journal. I like to work out. I feel like not only does that show like it's a stress reliever for me, it's a meditator, but the way that I feel after is like a euphoria. And I truly have so much love for not only myself, my mind, but like my body after I work out. And I mean, unfortunately, COVID put me working out in my house more often than I thought. But honestly, I discovered that there was a lake near my house that I never knew about. I've lived there for 4 years. And I never knew that there was this gorgeous lake with ducks and everything by my house. And I started to like, not only go there to run, but like go there to have a lunch by myself. And it was just working out, running, biking, just like helped me really like self-love myself. Like, and just obviously because I had the loneliness thing going, and like really like be like, you know what, let's take care of yourself mentally and physically. Because to me, self-loving is not just about a mental thing, it's about a physical thing too. And I mean, that exertion of energy and the way that I felt after working out and like maybe having lunch or whatever by the lake was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so let's go from the working out thing, because if you date me, you will attend Barry's boot camp. I don't know, maybe it's the thing that I have with someone dying next to me to know that that person also loves me too. It's a good shared experience. So Barry's boot camp, I actually discovered Barry's boot camp in LA, and I've been obsessed with it ever since. Whatever city I go, I always try to make it to a Barry's boot camp, and I have LA to thank for that. Another place, I love anything, I have a thing for outdoor bars. Like outdoor Edison lights and bars. And I know bars in general, but there's something, LA's weather is just absolutely perfect and just beautiful. And just to sit outdoors with the drink and enjoy LA bars. I mean, the rooftop bar, EPLP, or there's a bar in my near my house. I live in Valley. There's a bar on Sherman Oaks, and it is like my favorite neighborhood bar. And they serve this drink. It's called a painkiller. And it literally, from the first sip of it, you can close your eyes and just see yourself on a beach in the Dominican Republic at an all-inclusive resort having your first drink. And the LA weather helps it. And LA has the best bars, hands down. And I think the third thing that I discovered in LA when I first moved there was Venice Beach, and just like renting rollerblades or bikes and just like riding on there's like this huge path, or rollerblades, riding on this huge path and like down to the pier and the boardwalk. I probably pre-COVID did that like once a month. And I always took if you came to visit me in LA, we were going rollerblading on the boardwalk. That's what we were doing. And after, we can have a drink in Santa Monica outdoors. I don't. And I think for me, it's anything female that's sung by female. Because to me, a lot of lovers rock is very male dominated. And there's just something about a female singing love reggae music that like takes you to like a different place. I actually discovered lovers rock maybe 3 years ago. And I have a playlist on my phone that I take to every island with me. But there is something about just like women singing reggae that like draws me in. I mean, I love the men, don't get me wrong, but like, so I can't, I'm just having a hard time picking a favorite female song. I don't want to like exclude anyone because I love them so much, but basically anything female, sung by a female reggae singer, I love, or dance hall. Okay, so for Lovers Rock, okay, I'm just gonna go to a female. It is what it is. I put oh na na na, you don't love me. I'm the worst singer, whatever. But I know that this is like probably not the most general, but when that song comes on, it just like, oh, you don't love, and I just want to like, I want to touch myself, I want to touch my friends, I want to touch everybody. So it's like, it's definitely like, just feels like a love, like, you know, just vibe song for me. So okay, so I used to be an aerospace engineering major, and I love the sound of planes. Like planes flying over, so there's a spot actually at LAX where you can go and you can like, it's I guess it's just perfect because it's a romantic spot, and you can go, it's off Sepulveda, and you can go and just like open your car door and you lay on your hood and you just look up and the planes fly like directly over. Like you just, I mean, like I've literally taken a blanket, laid on the hood and just like watched the planes fly over. And I just like, you can close your eyes and just like the sound of the planes is amazing to me. Absolutely, that's easy. That's probably the easiest question I've got. French fries. French fries, French fries, lots of French fries. I like French fries. I like them baked, I like them fried, I now like them air fried. I like them salted, I like them seasoned salted. I like, sweet potato fries, like any kind of fry. I actually like, even when dieting, I like to order salads with a side of French fries because it's just like the perfect little make me feel good combination. And there's actually in Amsterdam where I've been to DJ a few times, they do this thing where it's like a special mayo sauce that you dip your fries in, and I think that's the best thing I've ever had. Like, and it's like sold on the street in like a little container, and then they put the little sauce in the container and you just walk the streets of Amsterdam dipping your fries in, and it's amazing. Like, oh my God. But yeah, French fries with everything.